So we've established in previous conversations that the death of a dream, or dashed dreams, if you will, or the end of a dream, also known as grief, is a normal and natural reaction to loss of any kind. What sort of, what kinds of loss or grief are there? Well, we've established that in the previous episode. You just have to look in the title above. I think I just recently uploaded a video entitled Types of Grief, okay, where I deal with, um, yeah, exactly that, types of grief. So hopefully you'll find that video useful as well, okay. Now, with correct information and with the correct choices, you can, if not recover, or at least come a long ways in dealing with your grief, with your dashed dreams, with your loss, with the void of the circumstances that are causing a deep hollow in your being, and for which you need support, encouragement, and even this program, Minute with Hug. And it's okay for you to feel uh, the way you feel. It's okay for you to give yourself permission. It's actually really important for you to give yourself permission to feel the way you feel. It's just that part of the process. You need to feel the pain and learn ways to deal with them, and to eventually do your best to release them, for that matter. Okay, so it's important to, in other words, stand in the pain and learn. Okay, there's no way getting around that. There's been scientific studies about suppressed and latent pain. Suppressed pain is not a good, a way to go about it. So, it's important to really deal with your grief. And I'll expand a bit further on that. The only problem is that in this culture, we've been conditioned or socialized to believe that these feelings are abnormal and somewhat unnatural. I don't know why. It's very bizarre. But grief can turn friends into controllers, as they themselves try to, end your grief so that they can feel better. Okay. It's their desire to distract you with shopping, or one friend even offered a twerk for me, and I thought, oh, no, thank you. But yeah, their desire to distract or avoid talking about what you're going through has more to do with their own fear and discomfort than their concern for your grief. So just I've learned something recently, is that not everything is personal. So if you don't take it personally, they're needless to say, they're people that have, they obviously love you, they have good intentions, but a lot of adults don't know or have trouble expressing their emotions. And so, but by the same token, despite their good intentions, it's unfair and it's an injustice to impose a distraction on someone who's grieving, as if they are not to be affected by death, or they can just switch off the emotions. Grief is normal to human experience, and so a friend who can sit down with you in your sorrow is one to be treasured. I'm really fortunate to have a roster full of such ties. But I've noticed, one or two, last week I was a little bit depressed because I noticed in one or two of some of these individuals, I thought, case in point, the one I just mentioned about, distracting me with an activity. I just, personally, I just cut people like that off, because I cut them out, because I don't need to be around that. So I choose to be alone, and away from such individuals, because I feel safer than being vulnerable with people who don't understand or choose not to understand. Okay. So I don't believe as an adult that they don't understand. I think it's a choice that they make for whatever reason, and I just avoid people like that. But that's my personal choice. You'll find ways that work for you. Okay, so I'm not here to tell you what to do or how to feel or how to go about things. I'm merely relaying some tips from what I've learned that have been very useful to me, and hopefully you can take the best of what you hear, and it will help you, in your progress in dealing with and managing your grief. You can benefit from this podcast. You can talk to trusted people close to you in your circle. You can take courses. You can seek out groups, bereavement groups, to manage the grief that you're going through. The fact is that we have to make time to mourn and experience our own sorrow, acknowledge the reality that, um, the loss that you're going through cannot be negated. Okay, it's very important. And yeah, so it's important to take time to mourn and experience your sorrow. Grief is a normal and natural experience. As I stated at the outset, it is the most powerful of all emotions. It is also the most neglected and misunderstood experience, often by both the grievers and those around them. So be patient with yourself. Be patient with the people that clearly love you, but who may be dancing around. And put in the work. Reach out. Search for knowledge. Reach out to this podcast, and seek the help that you need to manage with your dash dreams, your grief.